Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with tonight's show. Okay, so this news now very major news. So we say like so many media houses don't carry on. So let us unpack this particular story because it made me very happy this evening. Now, according to Goal.com, Chris Whitley, Daily Express, Metro, Mirror, The Sun, there are plenty we carry this story, but I know if you carry what's in everybody talk. But I just carry the one way some people talk and how they report the story. Arsenal lead the race to sign Dortmund winger German Bino Gittens in the play for Borussia Dortmund. The guy na winger, he can play left and right foot, but when they really play gongo, when they derive joy, now to play that Martinelli wing, cut into the right, boom bam. This guy, because after I see the news, I can go do some research about the guy. Oh boy, the guy is 20 years old. He is fast. When I mean he's fast, he's faster than Martinelli. For you to know like how fast he is, you get. If you think say Martinelli really fast, he is faster than Martinelli. You get. So I did put them in the right context because if I use Martinelli as example, you will really understand what's in the talk. All right, let's see how Goal.com drop the story. So they say Arsenal edge ahead of Chelsea in race for Jamie Gittens as Borussia Dortmund forced to significantly drop their price because initially they name 100 million, but based on say the guy don't tell them say he won't leave. Then they already say okay, they will drop the price, bring them down. So when you see how Goal.com reported this particular story and you read the entirety of the reports, you can't see whether they ask what happened. So German publication Ronald cheating via football transfer states that Chelsea were previously interested, like Chelsea 9 believe person say everybody expecting that they go sign the player. But for some reason, we'd already discussed with the boy camp, you get. So the bigger picture is that the reports are a 20-year-old whose contract runs till 2028 has told Dortmund he wants to leave the club this summer. And after previously holding out for 100 million, Dortmund at the risk say, okay, 50-60 million euros, which is about 42.6, 51 million, will be okay for them to sell the guy. Now, when you look at the way Chris Whitley reported this story, he said Arsenal are leading the race to sign Borussia Dortmund winger Jamie Gittens, moving ahead of Chelsea in the pursuit. According to reports in Germany, talks are now ongoing between the Gunners and Dortmund, with the Bundesliga club reportedly ready to accept an offer in the region of 50-60 million. In fact, they say talks on the advanced stage. When you look at how the Daily Express reported the same story, similar reportage, guys, everybody talking, but the Daily Express can't give like more context into this particular contract. Now, after reading and seeing waiting everybody don't report, based on say the guy good though, because I follow in trajectory after they follow the research. He first play for Man City Academy, from there Dortmund Academy, from Dortmund Academy to Dortmund first team. Now he be regular, I guess. And once when they push the boy go, we say Dortmund they like maybe 10th for table thereabouts. So they feel no see Champions League football. I guess I didn't see most of all these players they obsessed with Champions League. So in the look for club we get ambition because the way they look now, people say we said company now go they pack the Bundesliga League they go. Now I can go check the guy's statistics because I have to know what have you done this season. So when you check this season, you go see say the guy in 30 games he had 8 goals, 3 assists. That's like 11 contributions. There was Champions League. He gets about 4 goals also for the Champions League. Now I want to check how fast Martinelli is because when you look at the report from Goal.com, they say he is one of the top 10 fastest player in the Bundesliga. I know how many thousands of players will go there before they can say, okay, top 10 fastest. Martinelli runs 22.1 miles per hour, which is about 34.57 kilometers per hour. Now, when you can check how fast this guy did, he runs 22.34 miles per hour, which is about 35.96 kilometers per hour. He's faster than Martinelli. Jamie Bino Gittens is a fast player. In fact, he achieved a top speed on the guy did as a fast. Now, not really fast. Go YouTube, go see the guy. The guy they dribble. There's a reason Andrea Beretta is looking for this boy. Pace, trickery, something we miss or we are missing in that left area. Beretta just come, but with the little way he go don see, he go don know say that left area wey we get is a porous place. Martinelli is fast, yes, but only speed cannot cut it. Jeremy Doku is fast, but I don't really know why he's not really doing so much. He's there fast, but he's not really that tricky. You get the way Saka dey. Look at Saka, look at Martinelli. Probably why we are trying to see how we can reinforce and reawaken and activate that left wing. That's what I think Baba they do. Now, when you look at the attributes, the features of this particular player, they say dribbler and pace. Gittens is a highly skilled dribbler with exceptional speed and acceleration, allowing him to easily beat defenders and create space for himself. Cutting inside, he primarily operates on the left wing, which is why we won't use and upgrade Martinelli, but often cuts inside towards his stronger right foot. Boom! You get go wipe him. Shot and crossing. He's a capable shooter and has shown the ability to cut shots into the far corner as well as deliver accurate crosses from the back line. Work rate, when I said the guy they defend though, say he has the ability to track back in the run and steady. He gets directness and creativity. This is something we are lacking. Gittens is known for his direct style of play, preferring to take the ball and make something happen with it. He also has a creative flair, as he's not afraid to try a trick or take the shot from range. Decision making, I say, I read. I say, there's a reason Beretta want to sign this guy. All I can say is, God bless you, Andrea Beretta. Like, since you don't come this club, the kind of players with the year, say with the day advanced discussion, with the, I'm happy. I'm happy. Like, we don't upgrade some kind of things, but we just watch. Even now, as I carry the story, but I don't want to go there again. I don't overtalk on this story. But we'll just see how this thing will unfold at the end of the day, because it's sold on our projects from what you are hearing. Let's see how the story unfolds. Now, away from that. Now, Chris Wicks, they want to let us know, say, as I went at the para, say, why UEFA no puts like a caveat, say, if a country get like 5 clubs who want to represent them for Champions League, then there should be no other road they go carry that country come champion. Okay, look at now. 5 clubs are going to Champions League from England. Then anybody will say you win Europa League, go still go England, go still go Champions League, and 2 English clubs they there. Say this is supposed to be say those 2 English clubs after them play, whoever wins will still collect automatic tickets to go to Europa and not Champions League. Because now the argument say when they talk, but when abeg die that thing. Yes, the reward is the reward. If anybody merits so automatic ticket to Champions League, what's bad in that? Yes, I be sure that because of Tottenham was no Tottenham was win anything. Is that why? Again, so me, I don't really subscribe to it when they talk. When just kill that idea. And for me, it don't really make sense. Leave the Lord where he be. Yes, make England enjoy him. Next year or next season, it might be the league and I go enjoy him. So just leave him. Now, Fabrizio Romano kind of give us breaking news. Say you don't dey over between Ancelotti and Real Madrid. The exit terms have been agreed. So from the look of things, the Athletic now report the story. So I want to believe that Xabi Alonso will be allowed to discuss with Real Madrid once the season ends. So now waiting, we will see now. Now Arsenal also got to talk for Twitter. Say Arsenal have played 13 times away in France since 1970, and only once we lose. You get 13 games, 7 wins, 5 draws, 1 defeat. Pack the Princes away to now. Don't start with all this in our statistics. Now don't start. I don't want to hear all these statistics again. I don't want to follow them again, Jerry. More just see what we will go do there, especially the kind of news what they hear now. Well, we'll get to that. I'll sit down. This is what they hear from Pack the Princes. Now, Sports Italia, when they let us know, say Juventus forward, Dusan Vlahovic, Arsenal the tracker. Because Arsenal this time around, they want to push all their nets wide. They get cast down very, very wide. Because Dusan Vlahovic transfer news indicates Arsenal interest. Because the guy contract will expire next season. Therefore, Juventus want to sell now instead of him go as a free agent. You get based on the disagreement they don't get. Also, Mourinho now they push for Fenerbahce to get the guy 40 million. Juventus is willing to sell from what they hear. So Arsenal don't hear that one now. They say, okay, we'll see whether we'll involve ourselves. I don't really know how the story they go. But I don't say this. You see this summer transfer window. One thing that they get joy for. Now say we are very proactive now. Unlike before, we were reactive. Now we are proactive. I see a situation whereby once it's not end, we'll get some deals done quickly or early, because don't they lay the groundwork now? Don't they discuss with people? how far you want sign for us, and you know go sign. We don't discuss. Yes, and those discussions will be somewhat limited because players that are contracted to clubs will not be given the freedom to sit with you and discuss. So once the season ends, it will be very, very easy. It's the window. The window will be officially open. So it will be very, very easy for you to negotiate personal terms and all whatnot. So no, just the words. This summer, it's going to be a busy summer, especially with the mandates we Arteta will get for next season. So I see it becoming very, very busy. So away from that, so Fabrizio Romano can talk about the interests of Real Madrid on Saliba. So I watched the video, I watched the podcast where Romano they explain. Now you can say Real Madrid personally now they very, very keen on Saliba. Say he gets some people inside Real Madrid wey see Saliba as the Jude Bellingham of defenders. Say he's a generational talent, and they must make sure say if they want sign centre back, na Saliba they go get, but shey they get the money. Nobody will pursue free agent up and down. Now, what did Fabrizio Romano say? Because it has been transcribed. Romano said, "I've been telling you many times about the interest of Real Madrid. I have told you this sentence several times. And remember this sentence. Someone internally at Real Madrid, in the management, believe William Saliba is the Bellingham of defenders, and that's the feeling they have at Real Madrid. They consider William Saliba a game changer, a generational centre back. So if Real Madrid ever gets an open door to go and negotiate for Saliba, Real Madrid will be ready. Whether it's in the summer, next summer, 2027, or the free transfer. In any case, Real Madrid will be ready to go for Saliba because they love him." The next question becomes, will Arsenal allow Saliba's situation to be like Trent Alexander-Arnold or Virgil van Dijk, even though they wanted to sign new contracts? Will we leave their contracts to reach the stage where they say they will come get power? To say, okay, I don't want to renew. If they say that you sell me now, or I go for free. Arsenal, they operate that way. With Andrea Beretta coming in, with the assurance that they give us, well, let's just believe, say, Saliba will stay. Because personally, I don't feel Saliba will abandon us now. But my own conviction is say if they go bring 200 million, 150 million, Baba sell them. Soldier come, barracks remain, sell them. As long as they go offer us that kind of money, I know for. Now let's begin message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Anaya, who's a real estate agent. So he has 14 plots of land for sale at Norris Court, Luxury Estate, Ohia Igbelun, Rubber Estate at the back of airports in Abara Iche local government area of River State. So for this 14 plots of land, 6 plots dated together, 4 plots dated together, and 3 plots is together, and 1 plot is standing alone. So it's 1.2 million naira per plot. So if you're interested in this pieces of property, you can reach out to Mr. Anayo on 080-3276-5227 or 081-1932-9922. So if, like I said, if you're interested, do give him a call. Now, away from that, so Karen Carney, maybe one of the pundits out there, can suggest say Arteta needs to be blamed for the numerous injuries we will suffer for Arsenal this season. Because at the end of the day, the buck stops on Arteta's table. So when you look at so many injuries we get for our team, so Arteta should take some of the blame. Look at Ancelotti. Ancelotti was signed towards Liverpool because of the way he knows how to manage players, his training regime. So no be something they make players they injure, because according to Kanye, most of all these injuries, it depends on the type of style where coach they deploy for training. I think there has to be an assessment at the end of the season. Kanye was telling Ian Wright and Kelly on the Kelly Wrighty show. So I say I worked with Emma Hayes at Chelsea, and she would say if a player had a muscle injury, she would take it really personally because it's under her control. Liverpool appointed Ancelotti because of his training methods and keeping players fit. But when you look at Arsenal, there has to be a look within. Is it overtraining or is it undertraining? So Wright's going to ask and say, okay, you say everything the manager handed. They say yes. If the manager can't pick the players, then the games and performances fall on his head. No player is any good if they are unavailable, so it doesn't make any sense. But the truth is, some of all these injuries where our players get, how many of them come from the training? Some are for field of play, some are international duty. How many will count? Say yes, come. I think a majority wasn't in the training, and maybe minority. You get. Look at Calafiori. How many times international duty? Look at Bukayo Saka. No be some match. Many games. Most of their injury. Now if I say match, I think Kai Havertz, that one for training for Dubai. You get that one happen. But well, I don't know whether when I subscribe to In Line of Thought, so we need to blame Arteta for their injury. Maybe Arteta they stress them too much. You guess what? It is what it is. When I let me know our thoughts, if you not subscribe to A Line of Thoughts or not. Now, like I told you, I was getting some updates from the Parc des Princes, Ousmane Dembele, according to L'Equipe, who are a reputable media organization in France. Ousmane Dembele has returned to training ahead of the Arsenal clash. Now, they said the guy do gym work. After the gym work, they say, okay, you can still manage him. Then from the gym work, you don't enter training. Now, the training, we never know whether you don't train with the boys, I've been on your own, but we will know say you don't return to training. You get so look at the watch. When you read the entirety of the report from the London Evening Standard, as you are giving attribution to L'Equipe, they say Ousmane Dembele is making progress in his bid to feature for PSG against Arsenal on Wednesday night. Get if you continue with the reports, you go down, you go see say they talk about Dembele according to L'Equipe. That I'm reading from the second paragraph. So they say L'Equipe reports that Dembele completed gym work over the weekend and then returned to first team training on Monday. So we could just watch. Anyhow, this thing they go. If you go play, fine. If you no go play, fine. Any which one, we see they're confident. We don't have a choice. We are going to be hopeful. So we'll go there. We'll collect the desired results. We are going to fight them there. In fact, that's a big battle. Anyhow, anything will happen, may happen. All right, so let's begin a message from another of our sponsors, Mobile Wealth Associates and Co. Limited. They are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 422 and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, do reach out to them. Now, Merino is talking tough also. Say, we don't prove, say, if you beat anybody, you get. So, for, say, this PSG match, Ajay will go there with the belief. So, if we beat them, and that's how it will be. Now, away from that, Chris Whitley also called a letter and said Jorginho don't officially agree to join Flamengo on a 3 years contract. So, he's set to sign the paperwork in the coming days. And once the season will end, June 30, contract don't reset, Jorginho ceases to become an Arsenal player. Thomas Partey also ceases to become an Arsenal player unless Arsenal gives him a new contract. Don't forget, till now, they never give Thomas Partey a contract, which means June 30, once it just passed, everybody contract for the EPL, all the leagues, it will reset. You don't enter a new calendar year, you get. So, if your contract no day again, it don't expire, pending what the club will do for you. Now, on the biggest news of the night, Arsenal lead the race to sign Dortmund winger Gittens, Jamie Gittens. So this report was put out by Chris Whitley, Go.com, the Daily Express, now Arsenal, so many media houses that Arsenal are really, really interested. In fact, we don't leapfrog Chelsea in the race to sign a player. We are willing to pay the 50 million euros or 60 million euros, which they are asking for. But let's see what will happen at the end of the season. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. It's like come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the night. Now good night. And when I get out. All right, guys. Ciao.